Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amy and I'm back again with another video for you guys. Today I'm super excited to be back here bringing you guys another video because it's been a while and it's not just as easy as it feels like, even though like there are so many factors hindering me from posting regularly. But anyways, that aside, if you are new here, thank you so much for giving this video a chance, and if you are a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you so much. If you are yet to subscribe, you can just do well to click that subscribe button and encourage me, because what I'm about to talk about today is very important and I feel like a lot of people go through this, but it's not really talked about, or like just people feel ashamed to talk about it. And I'm going to be talking about insecurities and self-love in these videos. Anyway, before I get into the video, I just want to make you guys know that insecurity and self-love, some people I say, oh, anybody coming out to talk about motivational talk is some kind of way motivating themselves too. And I kind of agree with whosoever came up with that idea, because I mean, bringing up this topic, I'm also trying to encourage myself, because this is something I know that as you grow older, it's something everybody has, but like you are trying to deal with it now. You might not be 100% in dealing with it, but you just have to know that these things are not supposed to be there. You just have to deal with them. That's why I'm bringing this topic to you guys. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. So yeah, talking about insecurity. Insecurity is just like feeling less of yourself, doubting your capability due to flaws you have, or due to even things that society has made to be as flaws, even though like in reality they are not usually like flaws. Then self-love on the other hand is just basically regard for yourself, like appreciating yourself the way you are, just appreciating the way God has created you and the way you've grown up to be, in regard of people around you, different behavior you seen, you just appreciate that person that you are. Now, insecurity, as I said, is something everybody deals with. It's just like you don't have to dwell on it. I know a large percentage of girls deal with insecurity the most, more than the boys, or I might be wrong, but that's what I feel. Because these days, I don't know, people just make you feel less of yourself. Personally, I've always dealt with insecurity for the longest time, right from when I was in secondary school. People will see me and they'll be like, oh, you are too slim, why are you this slim, you are supposed to have flesh as a girl, blah blah blah, oh, you have so many acne. And just like some people know that, oh, some people are coming from the angle that, oh, I know how you can take care of your acne, for example, oh, I know some to give you that I can use to reduce this acne. But some people are just come from the angle that they know that this thing is something you would like to erase out of your body, or you don't want it to be part of you, but they just come with that negative vibe. They just come with that thing that, oh, why do you have acne so much, it makes you look ugly and stuff. Just try to come up with things, and these things will just bring us down to our shells, things that are not supposed to affect us normally, things that we're not even supposed to bother. We kind of dwell on it because of what people say, because of what we think. You should just be proud of who you are. We are made differently. Insecurity is a thing of the mind. Oh my god, I can't even say like this insecurity thing has always been part of me since, like, I don't know, like growing up, it has always been part of me, because even people that are close to you, your relatives, they just kind of throw the things at you. Little ways people say, they might say it jokingly, but to us it feels like a lot, like it's a thing of the mind, and you just have to believe in yourself. Like one thing I always tell myself is, you are beautiful the way you are. People might not see you the way you are, but you believe in yourself. Like, oh, these days now, if anybody tells me shitty things, like things that are not even, oh, they are there, but okay, I know, so why are you trying to push it at me? I just avoid those bad energy. Like, I totally avoid them. And these days I've learned to be really putting my insecurities aside and just being who I am. Like, I can't imagine how much I've grown. I've grown so much from insecurity. I know I suffered it a lot when I was much younger. I suffered insecurity a lot. I would doubt myself to the point that I remember back then, as a girl growing up, guys would begin to approach. I'll be asking myself, like, why are these guys actually coming to me? Like, what do they see in me? Are they blind? At that point, I always like angrily just turn off any guy, or just like toxicity from me that I just give you, like stay away from me because I'm not up to what you want. Like, do you get? But growing up, I just begin to realize that it's not what I think. I'm just perfect the way I am. Like, for example, I want to give you guys one example. Like, recently we had a church program for the youths, and our pastor was like, okay, youths are going to participate in different activities, like everybody must do one thing or the other, stuff like that. And I already told myself that, oh, since I love to sing, I would likely join the choir, the choir, and I'll sing there on Sunday. But after a while, planning and everything, so the pastor later sent the draft of like the order of service. It's different being in the choir, and it's different from actually coming up the altar to maybe do like opening prayer, read the Bible, sermon, offering, that kind of thing. So when I saw that draft on Saturday night, the next day was the D-Day where we're supposed to do the youth service. And I saw that this pastor put me to read the Bible, like even though he never told me. And when I saw it, I was so nervous that, oh my God, I'm actually going to go on that altar to actually read the Bible to the crowd. I was so nervous that night, but something was just telling me, like, because this pastor obviously is a youth pastor, I relate with him. I was just like, let me tell this guy I can't do this thing. Like, I can't do it. I'll just faint. But I told myself something that, Amen, you can do this. That I always had this insecurity about myself, that standing in front of large crowd of people, I don't look good, my body is not too good, I'm just looking one way or the other. But immediately that thought came to me, I just pushed it aside and told myself that I'm not going to tell him, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to, shame the devil that I can do this thing and nothing is going to stop me. Because lately I've discovered that, growing up, you just have to develop yourself, all these things like stand in front of the crowd and everything. You just have to try to encourage yourself to do stuff. I've told myself that anytime there's something like presentation or anything, and I'm likely choosing, I'll just try my best to do it. Rejecting things just like an immature way. I told myself that, Amen, if you do this thing, you are going to seem immature, because obviously other people are there. You're not the only one coming out to do something. So why is your case different? Why do you feel so much insecure about yourself? Like, what can you do that? What can other people do that you can't do? So I just told myself that, and I pray to God that I want to go there and I don't want to misbehave or act funny or act, weird or anything. Anyways, fast forward to the Sunday. Sunday, I just kept my cool. Honestly, I was so surprised. I wasn't nervous like normal me. Right from entering the church, I would already start to be nervous. But I was so cool. Like, I've never felt that peace before. I believe it was God's doing. And when it was my turn, I went up there, I read the Bible, and I came down. I was like, is that it? Like, is that it? Like, why was I so nervous? I'm so happy that I didn't put myself in that situation where I'll just allow the nervousness to weigh me down because I'm nervous. Because it was like, oh, you are done. So what was there? Like, I wasn't nervous, and that's just one thing I want to tell about. That might seem small to some people watching the video, like, oh, what's there? People are weak. But trust me, there are some people that can't do that because they have these insecurities that people have made them to feel less of themselves, and they just doubt everything about themselves. People the way you are, because guess what? Those guys body shaming you, or I'm using myself for example, those guys that were telling me, oh, you don't look too good, we don't like girls like you, we like girls that have flesh, now they are in my DM. So I don't get the point. Like, I just feel like those days they are just immature, and growing up they will begin to realize some things that they are supposed to realize, or like some real things, not the things you believed as a child or as a teenager. So yeah, one thing I used to push away self insecurity, when those thoughts come to my mind, I just think about it a little, like, oh, okay, and literally still do what they are doing. So like, I don't see the difference. So that's what I used to encourage myself. And I just push those thoughts aside and divert it into something else. And that's just the way it has been for me. It wasn't easy for me, especially in secondary school. It wasn't easy for me at all. Like, it wasn't easy for me. Even like walking through guys, oh my god, that was even the worst. But now, thank god, I walk confidently. I don't allow people's thoughts to get to me like before. I just kind of shade bad energy. Same thing, like even back then in school, even like now, there are still some people that will tell me like, oh, you are almost 20 and you look 13, you're almost 20 and you look 14. Oh fine, I'll laugh about it, like, oh, she, when I'm older now, people will know that I'm this old. I'll still look young and youthful. But there are some that will bring it to your face, like, jokes aside now, you don't look like our age group, you look 13 or 14. Even different scenarios, you go for an interview, you are clearly the only one qualified for that job, but because you look 12 or you look so young, they just push you aside. Little things like that can just bring us down. Like, they might not know how that affected us, but we ourselves just know that that affected us. So you don't have to dwell on it, just be yourself, move on with your life. You find favor somewhere else, you meet other people in your life. Even like a scenario I want to give you guys, like in my area now, then it has been a while. You'll be walking on the road and you notice there are some certain guys, certain road guys that just chill out by the roadside. Girls are passing, or maybe girls are meeting up with them, they are calling girls, girls are meeting up with them. Then me, I pass there and they call me. I look, I don't like what I see, I don't like the group of guys, I don't like what I'm seeing, I don't like the idea of you sitting out there doing nothing, just like drinking or chatting out away. I don't just like what I see, and it's my choice to decide what I do. I walk past, but then to the extent that some guys will even insult you, that, oh, you feel you are too proud, you feel yourself, you can't even give us eye. Like, it's my life, I decide what I want to do with my life. I don't have to answer you if I want to, because I don't like what I see. And those scenarios, they made me feel like, why am I different? Like, what's the difference between these girls, clearly very beautiful, stopping with them, chilling out with them? Why am I different? Like, why is it so hard for me to even look? Like, sometimes I'll pass there without even turning my head. And I sat down, I thought about it, and I told myself that, amen, you don't have to be sad about yourself, you just clearly did what was right. Okay, you have a standard, you have a principle for yourself, you have a principle for the guys that are even your friends, or you have a principle for making friends, and those people did not match your principle, which is not a bad thing. You had the right to move on, so why are you sad about it? And I just began to realize that it's just who I am. Like, it's just who I am, and it's not wrong. Those are your principles, you follow your principle. You are different, you don't have to follow what other people are. And that was just what I used to encourage myself. I didn't allow it get to me, I was just being me throughout. And that was just it. Like, that was insecurity can lead you to being a toxic person. Like, you might just find yourself being angry at everybody, or you just find yourself acting a certain way because you're around people that make you feel this way, and they're just like bringing that toxicity into you, kind of spreading it into you. You don't know when you just get that energy and begin to act some sort of way to other people. So it's really bad, and it's just something you have to push aside. You just have to remember that before you have your certain group of friends that make you happy, you don't have to just join with people that bring that bad energy. Just stick with people that make you happy, stick with things that make you happy, and spend time with people who love you and people who encourage you that this thing is just something that God created. Like, it's part of you, you can't do anything about it. So the best thing for you is to accept yourself and just challenge negative thoughts. Like, this is literally like almost what I've been saying. When these thoughts, oh, my nose is too big, does that stop me from making money? Does it stop me from doing what I love? Does it stop me from giving birth? Does it stop me from getting married? See, I used to say one person who married you is not complaining, so why do you bother about those that are complaining? So just being down about yourself every single time and take a toll on your health. These little things can actually cause someone to be admitted in the hospital because it gets so bad. There are some people that it gets so bad for. I think my case wasn't like that, but there are some people that it gets so bad. They face this thing every single day and they emotionally broken, like they just break down emotionally, physically. It just takes a toll on your health, and I'm wondering why make this thing affect you this way when you can easily push these thoughts aside and just do things that make you happy. Loving starts with the self, and this is absolutely true because if you don't love yourself and you get into a relationship, for example, jealousy sets in, self-doubt set in. You see him talking to a certain lady, he's just talking in a normal way, but you begin to feel like, oh, are they trying to do something? Because you feel like I'm not good enough, so my man's gonna go for somebody else. So I just do things that are not even real, bringing problems into the relationship, begin to argue with him, begin to do this, and it just doesn't work that way. You just have to love you. I've come to the end of the video. I really enjoyed talking to you guys about this. Comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. Comment down below what you think about this video. You can share your experiences in comments. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, share this video with family and loved ones, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.